with Rosenberg Law PA to talk more about this latest development. Alexis, he's facing a slew of charges along with his son. Why was he arrested as well?
First of all, this is just horrible. I mean, us being parents and anybody else as a parent, it's our worst nightmare. So what is coming out is the fact that there was an FBI investigation last year about this, that he had potentially made threats online. They ended up not having enough evidence to charge him. And then the father went out for Christmas and bought him, you know, an AR-15.
I can't believe that. I know. So that's then what led to them arresting him. And he's facing a number of charges, just as much trouble as his son. He was only 14, though, Alexis, 14 years old.
I know. Yeah, he is facing murder charges, which, if anybody remembers the case out of Michigan, they weren't charged with murder. They were actually charged with manslaughter. So he's facing multiple murder charges and also, there are allegations about possible child abuse. He's been charged with cruelty to a child as well. So this is going to be, you know, ever evolving. But I think the key was the father was on notice that there was a potential problem. He had reassured the FBI he had secured his own weapons so the child wouldn't have access, and then he goes out and buys him this gun.
Yeah, mind-boggling. And this seems to be reoccurring where the parents are now being held responsible. There's a driving situation right now going on in another state. The other story or case you were just talking about, parents are now being held liable. Do you think this is something that's going to happen more often? This is setting a precedence.
I think it is. I think that as a society, we want people to take responsibility for their parenting actions. Now, this is going to be case specific, obviously. There's got to be other circumstances other than your child just negligently doing something.
Wow. Okay. Again, you think that'll play, though, into the fact his home life. Him being charged as an adult, too. The 14-year-old, that was just decided. What do you think of that legally?
So your email is going to blow up. I am against children being charged as adults, but he has been charged as an adult. I believe as of this morning, they were moving him from a youth facility into an adult prison.
I just find that surprising, him only being 14 years old. Not taking away from the victims at all, but he's 14 years old. So, okay, Alexis. Well, Alexis and I will be talking in more detail about this, a longer version from Facebook, our ABC7 Facebook. After the noon show wraps up, we hope you'll join us for this very detailed conversation and the legalities of it all. All right, well, we want to go to John Scalzi now with a look at the weather.